how has COVID-19 affected me? You know, what I see mostly is my clients, the people I work with, friends who have businesses are scrambling. That's really just how it's been the last 3 months. You know, every day it seems like something changes. You know, here in the Mid-Hudson region, we're entering phase 2 next week, and that has really just changed even still the way everyone's thinking and working. But at the end of the day, the way that this has really changed a lot of people's thinking is that regardless of what happens tomorrow or next week or over the summer, people are realizing that it's really important to have that online presence now and to be prepared for it, because we don't know what the fall is going to bring. And now is the chance to really get yourself started. And that's really what I'm seeing a lot of people talking about, a lot of people being concerned about and trying to ramp up for.
Thank you. Luke, how about yourself?
Well, we were, you know, mercifully categorized as essential, like other printers and paper businesses in the state. But you know, then in addition to keeping the doors open, we also have to keep the lights on, and so this has been a particularly challenging time. What's unusual about our business is that for all that we're based in Newburgh now, and we've consolidated all of these related arts and crafts of the written word together in one complex here in the city. We unite a community of collectors and subscribers that are really all over the world. And you know, today I was emailing with one collector in Thailand, another in New Zealand, and one in London, and you know, realized that what we're experiencing right here in our microcosm of the universe is experienced all over the world. This is not a local problem; it's a global problem. And in times like this, it's, you know, we're finding that it's art that's igniting the imagination and bringing people together. Strangely, for all that everything that we do that is handcrafted and handmade and requires the actual participation of real people, we find our audience through the internet and through a global marketplace of subscribers. And it's, you know, through that technology that we're able to reach our audience and communicate with our audience and unite a global, you know, community.
Great, thank you. Hi, Michelle.
Hi. Well, thank you for having me on this panel. It's such a pleasure to sort of see people through the computer in this way. You know, a pattern like most organizations, we had to move remotely. So, you know, we've worked from home and continued the mission of our organization, which is really about studying things in the Hudson Valley and helping to shape policy to make our community a better place. And that for us means trying to shift the way that we disseminate that information more into the online space. And making sure that we have a presence and sort of growing that. So, you know, this topic I think is very timely because I think everybody's had to make a leap in one way or another to be able to accomplish that. So again, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. No, thank you guys for being here, and thank you for the audience for being here as well. You know, so I mean, art to me is one of those things that's very close to the vest to me. I love art. I love every aspect of it. You know, I have done theater. I've done musical theater. I've danced. I painted. I love film. I love everything aspect. You know, but so I am so you know, I was a musician. So I mean, I am really thinking about like what the struggle that artists are going right now. So one of the questions that like when Sarah and talked and said some of the questions that the people wanted to know was like, should I be looking online platforms now for my business as an artist? So that's, in a way, it's kind of a given, right? Because even myself as an educator, I had to move my classes, like, you know, I finished my whole semester online, right? Everybody had to, like, things that we thought that we couldn't do remotely, all of a sudden we find out that yes, we can do them. That things need to change, but we are doing things remotely. We are taking our business online. So should they be using online platforms? I think I think the answer would be a little bit obvious, like yes, but what kind of platforms are going to be good for them as an artist? What do you think that some of the best platforms for artists would be, online platforms? We can start with Katy if you have any thoughts on that.
Sure. So, the first thing I would ask you, before you decide what the best platform is for you online, is what's your goal for being online. I think a lot of people, artists, businesses, nonprofits, no matter who you are, you should have some presence, but knowing the right platform really depends on, what is the outcome that you're looking for? Are you looking to create engagement and start a conversation with an audience that maybe already exists? Are you looking to grow an audience? Are you looking to sell your art? Are you looking to just really make money in some way? There's lots of different reasons to get online. And so, then you go down to, okay, so do you need a website of your own? Or do you need to get on a social media platform? Or, is it another one of those, a shop online for artists where there's a lot of community around artists and people who want to buy art? There's so many different options there. And so number one, I would always say, figure out what your purpose is, what your end goal is, and then go on from there.
Absolutely, I think you're 100% right? Because it will vary from a musician to a visual artist to I think the needs of each one will be different. So finding out exactly what they need, that'll be a great step.